Hey, American football fans. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything about the Chicago Bears in the NFL world. Now, let's talk about the future of our team. If you're a fan of the Chicago Bears like we are, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything about our beloved team. Here, you'll find analyses, hot news, and debates about everything happening with the Bears. Just imagine, Soldier Field, the stage for so many battles, is now under a cloud of uncertainty. The end of the season is here, and with it, some painful goodbyes. Can you believe that 5 big names from our team might be leaving? Yes, 5. It's not just the end of a game. It's the end of an era. Keenan Allen, who was supposed to be the key piece for Caleb Williams, now seems to be packing his bags. Injuries, lack of connection. What went wrong? In his statements, I play for me, not the team. Chicago is about heart, not ego. Is it time to say goodbye? What about Coleman Shelton and Tevin Jenkins? The offensive line should be the shield for our quarterback, but it's been a minefield. Injuries, inconsistency, and now doubts about their future. The same goes for DeMarcus Walker and Kevin Byard, who didn't deliver the impact we expected. The question that remains, where do we go wrong, Bears Nation? But wait, this is just the beginning. From Halas Hall, concerning news comes, a wave of illnesses and injuries is hitting our roster. Kyler Gordon, Larry Borom, Elijah Hicks, the list keeps growing. Is this just bad luck or something bigger? Will this impact our final game against the Packers? And now the bombshell, rumors point to Mike McCarthy as the potential next head coach of the Bears. A Super Bowl champion with the Packers. Can you imagine that? He could be the perfect mentor for Caleb Williams, or just a risky choice. Bears fans, the 2024 season may not have been what we expected, but our passion has no limits. I want to hear from you. What changes do you think are most urgent? Is Mike McCarthy the leader we need? Leave your opinions in the comments and, of course, follow the channel to keep up with this emotional journey. Together, we're stronger. Bear down, family. Building a solid offensive line is something the Bears have struggled to maintain over the past few seasons. Without reliable protection, even Caleb Williams' talent won't be enough to transform the offense. Also, McCarthy would need to bring in a competent defensive coordinator, someone capable of restoring the fierce identity that has always defined the Bears. Another issue is the team's mentality. McCarthy is known for being an experienced coach, but also for making conservative decisions in critical moments. Are Bears fans ready to embrace this style? Or do we want a coach with a bolder, more innovative approach? Lastly, but not least, is the relationship with the fans. Chicago is a city that breeds American football, and the patience of the fans with poor results is running thin. If McCarthy comes in, he'll need to deliver quick and consistent results to win everyone's support. Now, Bears fans, the question is straightforward. Is Mike McCarthy the solution to our problems, or a risk we shouldn't take? Does he have what it takes to bring glory back to Soldier Field? Leave your opinion in the comments and tell me what you expect from the Bears' future. And remember, regardless of a coach, we are the Bears family, and we'll fight together with or without McCarthy. As a Bears fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and concern when thinking about Mike McCarthy as our potential coach. On one hand, his experience is undeniable. He's a Super Bowl champion and knows the NFC North well, which could be a strategic advantage. Furthermore, his offensive mindset could be exactly what Caleb Williams needs to develop into one of the league's best quarterbacks. But on the other hand, McCarthy doesn't have a recent history that inspires complete confidence. In Dallas, he faced much criticism for conservative decisions and questionable game management. Would he be able to handle the expectations and pressure of a fan base like Chicago's? Here, we don't accept excuses, we want results. We also can't ignore the fact that any coach's success depends on a cohesive, well-prepared team. Without a decent offensive line and a defense that regains the identity of the monsters of the Midway, even the best coach in the world wouldn't be able to take the Bears to the top. If it were up to me, I'd be willing to give McCarthy a chance, but with very clear conditions. He'd need to build a high-level coaching staff, invest in developing young players, and most importantly, bring back the winning mentality that seems to be dormant at Soldier Field. And you, fan, do you believe McCarthy is the right man to lead the Bears? Or do you think we should look for another option? I want to hear your opinions because this decision could shape the future of our franchise for years. I think we're at a critical point in deciding the future of the franchise. It's not just about hiring a big-name coach, but about building a culture of excellence and consistency. Mike McCarthy, as respectable as his resume is not a guarantee of success. We need to evaluate more than just his past victories. We need a coach who understands Chicago's identity and knows how to revitalize it. The question that worries me most is whether McCarthy could truly connect with the players and maximize their potential. Caleb Williams, if he becomes our pick in the draft, needs a coach who understands his skills, creates a system that benefits him, and is a solid mentor. McCarthy could be that guy, but the last thing we want is to repeat the same mistakes we saw with Mitch Trubisky or Justin Fields, promising players who were stifled by ineffective systems and lack of support. Moreover, the health of our offensive line and the gaps in defense are alarming. Bringing in an experienced coach is one step, but the real work lies in restructuring the roster. We need strategic signings in free agency and a flawless draft. Without that, any coach will be doomed to failure. Another point is the risk of polarization. McCarthy's arrival could divide opinions among fans and even within the organization. Therefore, if he's hired, the Bears management will need to ensure total alignment from the front office to the players. Without a clear, shared vision, success will be impossible. As a fan, I want to see the Bears reclaim their greatness. I want to feel pride again in a team that fights until the end, that commands respect on the field, and that makes Soldier Field a fortress. If McCarthy is the man who can bring that back, I'll be by his side, cheering and supporting. But above all, I want to see leadership that understands we're more than just a team. We're a passionate nation that deserves the best. And you, fan, are you ready to embark on this new era with McCarthy? Or do you think we should go a different route? Let's keep this conversation going because the Bears' future is something we all want to see shine.